the point of order raised by Representative Jokno. Indeed, it's very clear in the Constitution and even in the rules that there has to be disclosure of any possible conflict of interest, any interest in business interest, financial interest of any member of this committee. But I am raising a more fundamental question, if I may, because this is also something like, it's a prejudicial question actually. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, my dear colleagues. During the plenary session last August 20, Resolution number 145, which authorized the three committees, namely the Committees on Public Accounts, Good Government and Public Accountability, and Public Works and Highways, to conduct a joint inquiry into infrastructure projects, particularly flood control projects, was adopted over this representation's objection. In a viva voce voting, the ayes prevailed. This representation now reiterates for the record your opposition to the instant proceedings. In plain terms, I object to the House itself investigating this very significant, even very sensitive matter. When the House of Representatives investigates anomalies in flood control projects, we must ask, is it wise? Is it prudent? Is it proper for this chamber to investigate itself when there are already reports that some members here may be involved in these very projects, just mentioned by Representative Jokno, citing Senator Ping Lacson? I have raised this before, and I repeat it today. Conflict of interest here is not theoretical. It is not distant. It is real, and it will shape how this inquiry is seen or perceived, especially by the public. Where one is most probably the subject of the investigation, or is likely and liable to be a suspect, or has a personal interest of not being punished himself as an outcome of the investigation, he should not be part of the investigation. This is the most basic principle that in law school we are asked to memorize the Latin maxim that embodies it. Nemo tudex in causa sua. No one should be a judge in their case. Let us be honest with ourselves. Imagine a whistleblower sitting in the witness chair before this committee, holding back the truth because the very politician he fears is seated at the panel. Imagine contractors trimming their testimony, careful not to offend a powerful member whose signature they need for the next project. Imagine colleagues whispering in hallways, cutting deals to shield one another, or stretching the process until the public grows tired and distracted. Hindi po ito haka-haka. Ito ang realidad sa ating lipunan. Conflict of interest happens the moment those who may be implicated are given the power to decide how far or how shallow an investigation should go. Even our Supreme Court has been clear. Lawyers here would know the legal principle. Due process and justice requires impartiality. Jurisprudence abounds on this legal principle. I do not have to mention those cases. But in one case, Mateo versus Villaluz, GR number L-15824, promulgated May 30, 1961, the Supreme Court reminded us that due process demands a, quote, hearing before an impartial and disinterested tribunal, end of quote. NV